Right now, the United States military is feeding over 100,000 personnel across 19 bases in the Middle East. No kitchens in forward positions, no refrigerators, no fire allowed after dark. Every one of them eats from a brown pouch that weighs less than a kilogram. 1,250 calories sealed inside a packet, designed to survive a parachute drop, a desert at 50 degrees, and a winter at -50. Add 30 milliliters of water, and the meal heats itself. No flame, no electricity, just chemistry. And why has every breakthrough in food preservation started with a war? In 1795, Napoleon had a problem. His troops were dying faster from hunger and scurvy than from enemy fire. The French government offered 12,000 francs to anyone who could invent a method of preserving large quantities of food. A Parisian candy maker named Nicolas Appert spent 14 years experimenting. He sealed cooked food in glass champagne bottles, corked them shut, and boiled them in water. Every bottle he opened months later was fresh. He won the prize in 1810. Appert had no idea why his method worked. The science of bacteria did not exist yet. Pasteur would not prove that heat killed microorganisms for another 50 years. But Appert's blind experiment became the foundation of all canned food on Earth. From those glass bottles came tin cans. From tin cans came sea rations, the heavy metal cylinders that fed American soldiers from World War II through Vietnam. Troops hated them. Each can weighed nearly half a kilogram and required a separate opener. In 1961, the Army began designing a replacement. They needed a ration that was lighter, had a 3-year shelf life, and could be eaten straight from the package with no preparation. 20 years of research later, the first meal ready to eat rolled off the production line in 1981. MRE production starts at one of 3 contracted factories in the United States. Food scientists at the Natick Soldier Research Center in Massachusetts develop each recipe to meet strict military nutritional standards: 13% protein, 36% fat, 51% carbohydrates. Ingredients are cooked in industrial kitchens, then sealed into a retort pouch. This pouch is not plastic. It is a 3-layer laminate outer polyester for durability middle aluminum foil to block oxygen light and moisture, inner polypropylene for food-safe contact. The layers are bonded together and heat-sealed. The sealed pouches enter a retort, a pressurized sterilization chamber. Inside, steam and water reach 121 degrees Celsius at high pressure. Because the pouch is flat, heat penetrates the food in 45 minutes. A metal can of the same volume takes 4 hours. This shorter exposure means better taste and texture. When the food comes out, every bacterium, spore, and enzyme inside is dead. The pouch is now commercially sterile. Oxygen is removed and the seal is tested. If the barrier holds the food inside, can last 3 years at 27 degrees Celsius. At 15 degrees, 7 years or more. The pouch must survive drops from aircraft temperatures from -51 to 49 degrees Celsius, and the weight of a rucksack crushing it for weeks. Each MRE contains an entrée side dish, bread or crackers, spread dessert drink, powder utensils, and a flameless ration heater. The heater is a flat pad containing powdered magnesium, alloyed with iron, and a small amount of table salt. When a soldier adds 1 ounce of water, the salt dissolves into an electrolyte. Each particle of magnesium and iron becomes a tiny battery. Because the particles touch each other, they short-circuit thousands of them at once. The reaction produces magnesium hydroxide, hydrogen gas, and heat. In 12 minutes, the temperature rises 100 degrees Fahrenheit. No flame, no visible signature, just a pouch of water creating enough energy to heat a meal in a foxhole at midnight. Over 2 billion flameless ration heaters have been produced since 1993. The U.S. military currently offers 24 MRE menus rotated every 2 years based on soldier surveys. Menus range from chili with beans to cheese tortellini to pepperoni pizza. But the scale goes far beyond soldiers. MREs fed civilians after Hurricane Katrina, after the Haiti earthquake, and across refugee camps in 3 continents. The body armor market is $2.7 billion. The military ration industry is larger, and it traces back to a candy maker boiling champagne bottles because an emperor told him to. Here is where the story flips. The MRE was designed for 10 days. During Desert Storm in 1990, troops ate nothing else for 60. They nicknamed them meals rejected by everyone. Soldiers consumed only 60% of the calories. That disaster reshaped the program. The flameless heater was added. Menus expanded from 12 to 24. Tabasco candy and shelf-stable bread entered every pouch. The worst field experience in modern history produced the best version of the product. But there is one thing about military food most people never consider. Every invention sitting in your pantry right now started on a battlefield. Canning was born because Napoleon's troops starved. Retort pouches replaced tin cans because soldiers in Vietnam refused to carry the weight. Flameless heaters exist because Desert Storm proved that cold food kills morale before bullets do. War does not invent food technology. War reveals that the current version is not good enough, and peace scrambles to fix it before the next one starts. Tonight, on a base somewhere in the Middle East, someone will tear open a brown pouch, add an ounce of water, and eat a hot meal in the dark. The technology inside that pouch has changed every generation. The problem never has. Feed people far from home in places where no kitchen exists with food that will not spoil. 200 years later, the seal still holds. A brown pouch, 1,250 calories, 30 milliliters of water, and a reaction that needs no flame. From champagne bottles to a foxhole at midnight. That's the process. We reveal how things actually work one story at a time. If there's something you'd like us to explore next, let us know. Until then, trust the process.